Hey everyone, I know it's been close to a week since I last uploaded, and technically longer since I actually made anything to be uploaded, but I just wanted to take the time now to say some things to explain what's going on. Without trying to get too personal, there's been some significantly major changes in my life that have unfolded in the last week for me. It's messy, and I'm still trying my best to get through it. I had to quit my job, and I'm currently unemployed for the time being. This is a period in my life where I'm just having to reevaluate everything, and it's a total overhaul. I want to be able to get back to a consistent schedule soon, and I hope this week I can do that. But as much as I'd like to, realistically, for the moment, I just can't do this full time and expect any major changes anytime soon to be able to live off of this. I've struggled for a while about why I'm doing this to begin with. Not in stopping the channel altogether, but like about what I want this to be. There's a chance it may slowly transform into something different entirely. I know I'm not really funny, and it's becoming this day where maybe this is more of a chill, solo kind of fireside chat channel with gameplay in the background. Putting the pressure off myself to be funny, I think, will help me to ease up more. But this is the first time where I'm in a position to kind of do whatever I'd like for once. Like, pursue anything in a sense. I guess go for that dream, really, but the thing is, I don't really have one. I've never had any real desire to have a corporate high-paying job. The farthest I've gone is like an associate for finance, but I haven't done anything with this since I graduated like a number of months ago. All that probably makes me sound super lazy and unambitious, but if there's anything, I am hardworking. And if I'm being honest, I'm kind of like throwing shit at the wall and seeing what'll stick, if anything. I don't care really about reaching like 1 million subs or becoming a huge channel in any way. To be honest, I kind of like the small personal state that everything about this project is currently, because like, who watches this? I barely push like over 5 views on like main videos anyways. I started this in like a way that I could support myself and the people I cared about without having to be miserable at a 9 to 5 every week, but now it's just for me, and I don't need much. Don't worry, I'll never ask for money. I'm really content just to do this simply because I enjoy this. And obviously, hopefully, maybe something I could really dig into more if it could become a job. I have a number of interests that would become a dream come true to me to be able to have as a career. And maybe it's naive and immature to say this, but living the way most people do, as like the steady, boring job, everyday routine, is very, very unappealing to me. And I think that's one of the things that I hate most about myself. I wish I could fall into that sphere, and I'm not knocking anybody who does. In fact, I really envy you. But anyways, again, being very vague, my life has never worked out the way that I wanted to, even when I have tried to follow the system of what everybody else does my age. It's like I constantly fall into this outlier of circumstances that just constantly prevent me from staying on the beaten path for very long. And I don't think I'd feel so strongly about that if one of those avenues I pursued would have clicked. Between college, military, college a second time, just working a factory job, having a family, or trying to. Nothing has been consistent or lasted very long for me. I'm not saying I'm special or built different. If anything, I think it's most accurate to say that I'm just desperate. I'm trying everything I've tried everything, well, sort of trying and tried everything that a guy in his 20s would do to like stay, somewhat stable. But I think right now, with everything that's happened this past week, I just need to say, like, fuck it for once. Let me try something that I just enjoy doing rather than what only makes sense. And I'm terrified, totally. I've never lived my life this way, and I think if my dad heard what I'm planning to do, he'd probably be rolling in his grave. He was a great guy, just very conventional. He wanted that A to B to C standard as life typically goes, which is totally understandable. If I had a son, I'd probably want the same. It's an easier state of mind for a parent, I'd imagine, to have their kid be successful in like what everybody else does, in comparison to like this. But to try and wrap everything up, there are a number of things that I'd like to pursue. Really a few that I feel confident enough in myself that I could have like a shot in making it work. One is obviously this channel, which, like I said, I'm considering using as a platform for other things as well. Primarily maybe reviews, maybe talks like this in a vlog sense, and a self-promotion with like my writing as well. I really love writing. And maybe even with music too, although I'm not great at it, and I'm not great, but it's very personal to me, and the songs that I've written mean a lot to me personally. I'm not great at it, but it could be a nice new source for people to drop by the channel and like get their laughs in. I don't care if they laugh at me. More views, I'll take it. I may end up showing more of myself. Maybe not just even like personally, but like, actually like me as a person, like my face, like normal. But even just like a candid, actual heart-to-heart talks. But I don't want to get super schmaltzy, or maybe I will. Anything goes at this point. Maybe this channel will just be like a jack of all trades, but like I said, desperate. I'm going for anything at this point. And in the end, I hope in some way, if anybody is actually watching or listening to this, that this could serve as a source of inspiration, or maybe even a reality check, depending on how everything unfolds. That I could be like that source of like, look what happened to him, look what happened to this channel, like he tried and he failed. It's like, it doesn't work out for everybody. It's like, if that's the most that I had to offer as like worst case scenario, like you tried but it didn't work out, then I think that can help some people in a way, just to be like, okay, you only hear about success stories and you rarely ever hear about failures, and if that's what's going to happen, then that's just the way it's going to be. But like I said, nothing has ever clicked for me before in whatever I pursued thus far. And I hope that's just a trend, at least of like, because of just doing like the system things, just the box ticking things for my age. And if this all ends in a terrible dumpster fire, that I can at least move forward and say that I tried. I gave it my all. So I'm not going to make any promises, but whatever does end up happening, I will talk about it, kind of like an update post. It could be a weekly thing, just thinking out loud though, no promises. Despite everything that's happened, I'm not giving up though. I'm still trying. I'm still going to try as best I can. And to anybody else who feels like Guts, from Berserk, where you're feeling like you were branded for life to always fail or fall into despair or never achieve any stable state, or any like environment to like be happy in, I hope this story, my story, whatever happens, can be of some help to somebody, however much of the story that is left. I wanted to give up. I wanted to stop trying. And it could be flight or fight kicking in, do or die, but so far something is still kicking me forward. And it's probably nothing more than that self-preserving desperation to survive, but I'm still going to follow it until it's run dry. I hope everyone is having a good day, and just keep striving. This is going to sound super corny, but you only have something to lose if you stop moving. But never neglect in taking time for yourself to rest. We really undervalue that too often these days. Anyways, you guys take care.